appliances.
Well,
So, like,
I hope you get lots of big orders. Just not late in the day.
probably.
Oh God, that was always what pissed me off the most was people that came in at freaking 9 o'clock to sit down for 2 hours to talk about an install. The store closed at 10. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Only the first 40 seconds of this clip are relevant.
I feel that.
The Black Friday sale. My older brother used to work at Walmart, and the two worst things that happened on his shift was someone found a meth lab in the bathroom.
Hot.
It's legit.
That happens a lot, though. Not gonna
And
lie.
on a darker note, one of his coworkers had a heart attack, and the managers refused to let him go to the hospital.
What the
That's not good.
That's not against OSHA laws at all.
Ha
You guys
ha.
can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yes,
Just barely.
and we can see you.
That we can.
How's
Luke,
that?
why
That
do
is
you
a
have to
high quality camera.
face?
Thanks. That's my production camera.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, loving this ASMR.
Ooh,
Oh,
scoochy
hello.
scratchy.
Welcome. Good morning. It is a Saturday in Colorado.
There
You're
it
gonna
is.
cry.
Makes me anxious. My beard is currently at the growing stage where everything itches.
I hate that.
Sobbing.
That's the worst beard stage.
Which I could relate.
The best comment. Since I'm Italian, my hair does this thing where it curls at the very end. So
There we go.
At this awkward
Out of
stage,
focus. In focus.
At an awkward stage where it grabs everything. So I'll be minding my own business and my beard will actually grab my hoodie or my shirt, and it will just pull a hair out of me just from the weight of it. So I'm just minding my own business and I'm like
Velcro beard.
Do not wait for facial hair struggles. I'm so excited for that.
I'm like the shadowy villain right now.
Oh shit, do you have your webcam on? I'm not looking at Discord.
I do.
Can't see you.
Good
It
job.
won't load for me.
You
But
guys
if I
going to
lean in,
Marcus or no?
Welcome. Wow, you've changed a good bit, dude.
yeah.
You really grew into yourself. You look good.
Thank you.
Alright, so I actually have my dice.
Very
and I'm
few
not gonna
people
craft
actually
this.
like the long hair, though.
I think it suits you. I think it suits you more than your almost bald head that you used to have.
Well, that's the hairstyle I was forced to have for many years. And by many years, I mean 3 to 4.
Yeah, 4 years can feel like a decade, depending on what kind of situation you're in.
That is true.
Military, it felt like 3.
Try 6 years.
All right, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. Let's recap.
Active duty.
Let's recap. I might have to end it. I'm gonna have to end a little bit early, just so you guys are aware. So normally we would play until about like 11 my time. I have to get down to the Springs to start filming a music video by 12:30, so I have to leave here by the latest at 10:30. So
Okay.
all right. So to recap, what has been going on in this castle? You all are also recording now. You all are.
Hi, Billy.
Let me turn to face the camera.
Oh, you said you're recording this one?
Yeah, I started recording. I recorded the last night's too. It's
Woohoo!
pretty good. Everyone got to see
Jesus.
me hit myself in the nuts with my other headset because I was in the middle of switching them. So that's good stuff. So you all are a group of hunters that was hired by Raoul to investigate Lafayette Castle. Okay. Lafayette Castle. I have so many worlds created in my head. I have 2 different sets of notes on 2 different. I'm not organized, I promise. So, you guys were hired to go into Lafayette Castle by a man named Raoul. When you go there, you are given 5 objectives: to find survivors, to find the amulet of Ahamet, to find and kill the source of whatever demons are causing an insurrection on this castle, destroy arcane books, and retrieve a potion. And so far, you going into this castle, you discovered that it has been overtaken by abyssal creatures for a good few hundred years. You don't have an exact number, and you, yes, yep, and you did discover that one of the princes, his name was Thomas. He was actually working on summoning a succubus to try and control it. But Thomas wasn't the only prince. There was also Xavier, who is in this castle as well. And the only hint you have towards that is Thomas scrawling on a statue of Fortis, which is an old benevolent god who believes in gifts and charity, or like gift giving and gratitude. And he on that statue was inscrawled that Thomas regrets something terribly, and that it's something to do with his brother that he regrets terribly. You did eventually find a main room where you discovered a revenant sitting in front of a portal, and instead of it just being hostile and attacking outright, it was protecting a room. When you guys investigated this area further, you found a cage full of people from various different places of Diamis, which is the continent you guys are on right now. And they were all being brought here or summoned into this chamber to be sacrificed, but you still don't know anything else about that. In that cage, you discover Jean, and Jean is a person who plays. They are a player. I don't have their backstory on paper in front of me, but
Goat princess.
Yeah, I'm a priestess from a temple for La Fin de Vie. And then I'm doing my holy quest thing.
yes.
But I'm a sexy goat woman. That's what matters here.
That's what matters. In this dungeon, you have found a fey sleeve. It's an armored crystallized sleeve. You have found a amulet with a red triangle on it inside a golden ring, or not amulet, bracelet. And Zavalor is currently wearing it. It adds a D4 to your fisticuffs.
D6. It was a D6, and then adds another D6 every 4 levels. That was the original description of it.
Was it the original description? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look at that. Let me verify that. I thought it was.
I should have it.
I remember asking you to roll the triangle die.
No, you never asked me to roll that.
Okay. We'll do it that later. Thank you. You found a mirror shield, which Reyes finally is holding, since after Blackston did a total power move of taking the shield, being like, ooh, this is pretty, and putting it on their back directly in front of Reyes. That was fun. You found Hypatis, you discovered a ring that challenged your constitution, and it is called the Ring of Breath, and it allows you to shape your dragon's breath. And it's to a very extreme level. You can actually create it in more of a narrow cone, and it'll double its length, or you can dodge around people, and you can also make it into a wider area of effect if you want it to affect you closer. You also found an amulet of Allura, which Reyes is also wearing, which gives all abyssal attacks a disadvantage, gaining a resistance towards abyssal stuff. And that is where we are. So, you guys just finished your short rest. You talked about some stuff. Hypatis started talking about some backstory. I'm gonna be honest, I read this once. So you guys didn't meet me to roll anything for you guys?
I actually started trying to work on the backstory. It's just been a really rough week, so my mind's not been in a good place.
I'm sorry. I'm playing D&D. What?
I sent you a screenshot.
I saw it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Get you guys back into the game. We're gonna turn off that.
Oh. Okay, bye.
And also revealed that my Fey companion's name is Lapsel.
Yes.
Not lapel.
Not lapel. Lapsel.
The jacket.
Okay. So, your short rest is coming to an end. You guys pretty much spent an hour in here just to collect yourself. You heard traffic outside, but you didn't hear any like crazy shifts. Nothing came in through the front door. Nothing came after you, which you found interesting. Just a bit of shuffling around. Some distant roars. You know that there's only 2 rooms separating you and the Revenant, so you have an idea that the Revenant is there. We also have a Senior Rando who was inspired by Sexy Goat Lady, and he's still hanging out. He's right here.
Did you give him a name, or is he just going to be nameless NPC for the entire?
We're going to call him
Jeff.
I was going to say McNasty.
McNasty. Okay.
It's such a good name.
He's calling himself
it's
McNasty.
Like, it's fantasy spelled, so there's like 5 G's in there, like a Y, but it's cultural. You don't understand.
And suddenly we're attached.
Oh, I love him already.
He's got like a dollar store clock around his necklace, and he's like as a necklace, and he's pretending it makes it cool. Did we agree on Jeff, or did we agree on McNasty? I don't.
Please, let's go with McNasty.
That is the worst spelling I have seen of McNasty.
I'm just
That's so good.
You know, you just gotta channel that Mormon mother from Iowa. You're like, no sense. Do it. The H is silent. My son's name is Evan, but yes, there is a Z. Do you pronounce it? No. All right.
You know some Mormon mothers, goodness.
Yeah, they're awful.
It's like I don't remember where I saw it or heard it. They said talking about being a teacher and having a student whose name is spelled SSST. That's 4 S's and a T. Is it pronounced S? No. His name is Forrest.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I've heard exclamation point dash BILE, and that's Bile.
Fantastic. Where were we?
I've heard L-A, and it's
Ladasha.
Ladasha.
That one's a good one. Okay. So we got McNasty, we got our crew. Okay, what are we doing? I guess. Okay. I don't know.
So if you
Starting
want
a
me to,
cult.
if you want me to recover or like tell you about like where you are, you know the castle's bigger than what you've seen. The only hint you have towards the other side of this castle is you once looked through a room and saw a bloated creature running around. That was the only thing that you guys saw, and actually everyone but Jean saw that, because Jean wasn't in the game yet.
I was in prison. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and open up conversation by saying we all saw that big old demon in the other room. Do you think we're ready to go fight it, or should we explore more?
They say there's no time like the present, and if we eliminate the threat, it should allow us to explore with more security and safety, no?
I'd rather take care of it now and know that it's gone rather than wander around and run into it later.
I think we should try and lure out the smaller things first and kill them before we attempt to fight it along with the smaller enemies, just so we don't get overwhelmed.
I agree with that.
That would be a good idea. I feel like it would be... You go. You go.
Billy, don't roll the dice.
In the back of your mind, while you guys are debating what you would do, you do recall that you found powerful items already in this castle. So,
oh yeah, we can kill this thing.
Mind, you have a feeling there's probably other powerful items in here too.
Oh.
Or at least other creatures that could have wielded them. So if you don't think, if you think in the back of your mind you're having doubt about taking on the remnant, you do have that thought.
I mean, okay, like a bit
that's a very heavy-handed hint.
That is. I do want to punch that demon. Though.
You decide how this story goes, but there is more castle.
I do think, like, kind of above table, we probably should take it out. And, like, we're right here. I don't really want to backtrack a bunch. And also, like, if it's got some sick demon magic, it could probably fuck with us if we're across the castle. So, like, we should probably take it out. And, like, we have 2 entrances into that room. So we could flank it.
You literally chilled in this room this whole time, and it hasn't come after you. And in fact, if you guys were looking around the corner, you'd realize it hasn't left that room either.
Well,
I'm not sure it's physically capable of leaving the room.
What'd you say, Hap?
Maybe, just maybe, we can ask it nicely to leave.
Sure. Does anyone speak Abyssal?
No.
I don't like how you put Z's in that word.
Abyssal.
I said Abyssal. I guess it just came out weird through my microphone.
You said it fast, so you said Abyssal.
Abyssal.
This is just funny.
I mean, does anybody speak Abyssal? Abysmal.
Fuck it, it is
I can't unhear the Z's now.
McNasty has like a book out and is like writing these down for his rap career.
Yeah, McNasty speaks Abyssal.
I actually low-key want to like copyright this. I could continue to use this word. McNasty. So good.
McNasty. It's cultural. You don't understand.
We can't let him die now.
Don't worry. I'm gonna heal the fuck out of this man. If he dies, I'm gonna be so sad.
Does anyone have spare armor they can let him have? Just to raise his defense?
I've got a shield. Yeah, I toss him a shield. I'm gonna give McNasty the shield.
What kind of shield is it?
Have 2 shields.
Oh, have 2 shields. You can dual shield. It's
My
just
other shield because I just got a new shield.
yeah, it just raises when equipped it +2 to AC.
Is it like a wooden shield or a metal shield?
It's probably just a wooden. Well, yeah, we'll just say it's a fancy wooden shield.
Like a buckler.
Yeah, it's like nice high quality. It's from the temple. It's like fancy and that kind of bullshit, but like, you know, it's just a shield.
His sword is gone. Hold on. I don't know what I mean. Lost a sword.
Okay, so okay, so like, I guess I should say this in character. Do you think that perhaps the problem with the demon is not physical? Perhaps it is a magical occurrence. Something deeper in the castle is preventing it or controlling it to stay in the room. Perhaps it's a protective measure for the portal.
Well, I know that it's hugging that door on the far side of the room pretty close, so I don't think it'll let us in there.
That is my thought. Whatever must be past that door must be something important.
Perhaps
And
there's
it's a
another
good
way in.
theory.
Maybe the amulet's in there that we're supposed to find.
Nice.
So-
Science.
I
Alright, let's
suppose
see if
we
we can
should
find a
take it
back door then.
We could go back to the cell gates and attack from that side. The small creatures we would be able to lure into the. We could split into 2, a front line attack and a third line attack.
We could move one of those boxes and someone with ranged attacks can try and shoot that undead through the door.
All right.
You have
I
2
guess I
people with
could
ranged
do that.
weapons.
Yeah. I guess I'll be on range squad.
Technically 3.
Yeah, because someone picked up a lot from last time that I dropped.
I have my knife. I'm willing to throw it again.
I've got darts.
I just picked up a bow and I have my breath weapon.
I said, let's do it together. Let's girl power it.
Hell yes.
All right.
Is it a longbow or a short bow? Hap.
I believe it was a longbow.
Okay, just want to make
If
sure.
it's the one I dropped, it was a long road.
Okay.
All right. So, I suppose we should go. No.
Okay.
Are we
Who's going where?
are we flanking it? Is that what we're
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. I guess me and I don't know character names yet. So
Hapatus.
Hapatus. Me and Hapatus are gonna go around the cell block zone and try to point off those tiny little gross little man things. And then I guess you guys can do whatever you want.
There's this door that has the boxes that you stacked on.
I guess we gotta start moving them.
Okay.
There's
Just
still
move the top box.
in
That way you have cover.
Good idea. You know, just flip the map and I'll start floating again. It's fine. The abyssal magic is rampant.
I'm gonna delete that top box because canonically you only put 2 there. But you did notice that McNasty followed you. He wasn't gonna follow the other people. He has 0 interest
That's
in
fine.
following other people. He's only gonna stick with you.
That's fine. I love McNasty. So
It's good that it evens out.
I was about to
The
say, don't
teams really
forget my
well.
kitty.
I'm not working on it. Okay, so that's. those
All
two
right
there.
then.
The
So
3 of you
I
will go from the other side.
suppose the rest of us will go back over to
Yep.
the other door and try and
Off
lure
to
some of the
the other
smaller enemies.
You know these are the two
We
different
used-
directions. Do you want to use both of them, or?
What do you mean?
One, we shouldn't split up more than we already are.
Okay, because in this room is the statue, and that's the room the Revenant didn't chase you down. So. Can I have Hap and
This is
John
really
roll a perception?
That's on a 20. Which die?
I got a 10.
Okay, Hap, you got a total of dirty 20 or a nat 20?
Which die? Well, you said
D20.
20. So, thank you. Oh, where's my sheet? 12.
Okay. You move the top box, and you just see the Revenant and the creatures. But you can see directly in front of you, there's something else that's new there. Can I have the three of you roll perception?
Why is my perception rules always so terrible? I got a 6 total.
Ouch.
I got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Okay. Reyes.
16.
Okay. So Reyes and Blasted, you look through the door and you realize that since she spotted you last time, she called in a few reinforcements. The creature that blew up into these little creatures has been replaced, and there's another one in the back, and there's also a far bigger one. There's also now a skeleton that she has summoned to help protect the door for her. But you have fought the little insect guys, and you know they're weak as fuck. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Okay.
That is what
Who wants
happens.
to throw a rock at the weaklings?
Do it.
Yeah,
Would it be a good idea to throw a rock at the weakling?
Was that Baxton? The one who hit the Revenant in the face last time?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's pretty easy to find a rock in here. This place has been in shambles for a long time. You find a little chunk of brick. I want you to roll a strength check to see where it goes.
I got an 18.
All right, you can pretty much land anywhere between you and these insectoids. Where do you throw it?
I'm going to aim for the insectoid's head.
Which one?
The one closest. Yep, that one.
Okay. With an 18,
Watch me automatically fail this.
other face shot.
With an 18, you do 3 damage to it. Because you threw a piece of brick at his fucking head. And he's already coming over to investigate. He's like, oh, what the fuck? And he's coming over.
Somebody hit it.
He's not through the door yet. He's not there. But point of conjecture, if you use your gun, everyone will hear it. Just so you know. It's loud.
It is loud.
You can all hold an action if you like. That
Is
is what
it-
you can do in D&D, where you can hold an action until the condition is met. You can hold the action until the creature comes through the door, and you can all hit it at once.
That's a great idea.
That's a
Yep.
great idea. We
I
should do
hold
that.
that.
Ours.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yep, let's all
What
do that.
action are all 3 of you holding?
I'm gonna hit it with my stick.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it with my scythe.
Okay. Roll an attack at advantage because it's not going to see it coming. Which I put you here, but I imagine you're back here. Like, I don't think you would walk into the doorway.
What does at advantage mean?
It means you roll
You rolled
twice
2d20.
and you take the highest roll. Reyes, what action are you holding?
I want to swipe at its head with my sword.
Okay. Everyone roll an attack at advantage, and let me know what you get.
2.
I rolled a 14.
A 14? A 14 hits.
Plus
9.
my dexterity 6.
6. 6 does not hit. What did you get, Reyes?
7. Sorry, my dexterity is a plus 5.
That's pretty good.
I rolled a 2 and a 1 as my 2 rolls.
Oh, that's...
At least you didn't get a crit one.
I
That would be
got a 9.
A 9? You just barely hit. This thing's armor class is absolute S. So,
Just like it.
I need Blackson and Reyes to roll damage.
16.
6.
Fuck, 16? Good lord. Okay. So 16 and 6 is straight into the 20s. Yeah, no, it dies instantly. It comes through the door and it's like, and you both just and just kill it immediately before it even has a chance to make any noise. It's dead. And Zavalor, you swing down with your staff as they stab it, and because it's reacting to it being stabbed, you just like your stick just bounces off the ground. You're like, oh, ooh. You're like, oh, geez, you missed it entirely.
I'm gonna drag it out of the doorway.
Yep, I was about to ask if you were going to do that. Congratulations, you took care of one of the creatures before anyone noticed. Now, what are you guys doing over here?
There's only 8 more to go, so let's just keep doing this for an hour. So, okay, well, we've got... I'm wondering if we should move the boxes to create a more... I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, move the boxes aside the door, we get on top of the boxes, and we just start stabbing down at them.
Maybe. I was actually thinking, since you have your crossbow and I have my longbow, we can try to take out the next closest.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I mean, let's do that. I mean, you wanna do shooting range? We can both stand in the doorway and start shooting things.
You wanna light your arrows on fire?
That sounds like a lot of
idea.
work.
I mean, there is a torch right
Would it be
beside you.
additional
I mean,
action?
yeah. I mean, wouldn't a fire arrow create more damage?
A fire arrow would add fire damage, so you're right, but also no. So like, what'll happen is that you'll do your arrow damage, which would be like I think for a longbow is 1d8. At level 2, and that, but you would also add on a 1d6 for fire damage.
That's a lot. I mean, these aren't like fire arrows. Like, you light them on fire, they'll probably just go out.
I mean, yeah, but
Not if
like
they're...
canonically,
They got...
I've been writing a lot of like fire stuff in it, and I want people to use fire a lot, so I'm allowing fire to have a little bit of a boost of damage. That and like there is a side effect to lighting a creature on fire.
Fantastic.
In person.
Yeah, all right, sure. Let's do it. Let's start lighting everything up. I guess, excuse me, Mick Nasty, would you do us the favor of lighting out?
I would be glad to.
I'm gonna give McNasty my crossbow bolts, and I'm just gonna have him light them on fire, and then hand them to me so we can stay in position. He's just gonna be funneling us the ammo.
Okay.
Does that work?
Let me roll a skill check. See if you can do it.
What check?
He's rolling a skill check.
Okay.
He's rolling a skill check for crossbow bolts and for arrows.
Because it's so hard to hold an arrow in fire.
That's gonna be what? What's that gonna be? That's gonna be.
I just imagine my cat watching us and going and lying down in a corner and yawning. Bored cat is bored.
I'm gonna say that he succeeds, but in the process, he accidentally just ignites a whole crossbow bolt before he figures out. And you lose one crossbow bolt.
Okay.
I don't know. You manage your ammo. I'm not.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, so you lose one crossbow bolt, but you have someone handing you burning crossbow bolts and arrows, and within the doorway you can see the revenant, the skeleton, 2 insectoids, and the bigger creature.
I kind of want to take out the big boy. What do you think?
We can try.
Okay.
If we can manage headshots from here.
All right, let's do it.
Heck,
Let's
even
go.
body shots, your arrows are on fire.
That would work too.
This guy's going to be just out of 60 feet, which is your guys' range. All of them are just out of 60 feet. If you shoot further than that, it is a disadvantage. However, you can try to get their attention. Someone else is picking them off one by one to a different door. You know that the revenant is not going to leave that doorway unless they need to. And you guys, they can see the skeleton, can realize that is a skeleton that the revenant brought forward. So chances are the skeleton's probably not going to leave either.
You throw a rock at it.
Longbow.
You two could throw a rock, like they did.
I could. Oh, you sure the longbow? Longbow says that its range is 150 feet.
Your crossbow, you're definitely only 60 feet.
Yeah, I think it's like 30, but.
Well,
you
I
shoot it
shoot
and
first.
Yeah, shoot first, draw it near, and then I'll shoot. Whatever comes close.
Okay. Let me look at longbow. Huh. Look at that. Its minimum range is 150, and its max range is 600. Hot damn.
It's a long bow.
That's a long bow. Okay,
I got a long
roll
bow.
an attack. What are you shooting at? The big one?
Do we want to stick with the big guy?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
I want everyone else that's not involved in this roll to start rolling initiative, because after this arrow lands, it'll start combat.
Oh, great. I'm so sorry.
Alright, so what all do I need to roll? Luca.
What you roll a d20 for an attack, and when you roll the d20, you add your dex.
Add dexterity?
Yes, please.
Okay. 21.
Ooh.
You hit it. Your arrow flies across and will smack him directly in. The damage for a longbow is a 1d8. I want you to also add 1d6 of fire damage. So 1d8 of piercing, 1d6 fire.
Just do this.
Let me find the right flippin' die. There we are.
5.
Okay, 6 and 4. 6 on the d8. Add d10.
Alright. Does it come closer?
Yeah, it's going to start moving closer, and for this portion, it's going to get that close. It's now within your range. I'm going to assume you're holding your action.
Yeah.
So you get to roll your attack before combat starts.
Okay. I got a 18. 18
hits.
Okay.
What?
Took your laundry out.
Yeah. But I also put in.
Which is 1d6. I need to roll. Oh, and that's a 6 for damage.
I have something in the dryer though.
1d6 for fire damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. For 10.
Whose life is going crazy right now? Who is that?
Mine, probably.
What'd you say you did for damage?
10.
Another 10? You hit it for a whopping 20 damage between the both of you as you hit him again, and he's already not looking too good. All right, everybody roll initiative. Type it in for me so that I can track it, because I'm also rolling.
Man, Lady Squad. Lady Squad's going great. I'm loving it.
Is everyone rolling for initiative? Or just those on the other
Everybody.
doorway?
Everybody's rolling initiative. Combat has now started.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sarah.
15 for Reyes, 17 for Hap. Just waiting on Blackston.
Hey, Billy. Billy. Kitty. Sarah, let me pet you.
All right, Blackston is 16. We're gonna do fuck. Oh, sorry, that roll counts. Nice. Okay, so let's start working out this order.
Are you gonna do it as 2 separate groups, or?
No, everyone rolled initiative, so their initiative is now it rolled into combat. Ladies and gentlemen, let's change up that music.
Do 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 do.
Okay. Hopefully that's quiet enough for all of you. I know one person in here has a pretty quiet mic. Top of the order is actually the Revenant because they rolled in nat 20.
Of course it did.
The Revenant noticed that one of its friends just got hit with a fire arrow and will do. Oh, you're out of range for that. Wow. Okay. Well, the canonical Revenant does not have any ranged attacks, but this one's a little different. So this Revenant is, you see them summon them energy that's coming off from their offhand, and you see them cast it towards their skeleton, that they have behind them, and you see this dark
Have a good day.
This dark energy start to circle its shield. You don't know quite what it did, but it did something to the skeleton shield.
No bueno.
Sarah.
And actually, because it summoned the skeleton's going to go on its turn, and the skeleton is going to run towards where it saw the arrow. 10, 30, and it's only going to get that far, and it's holding up its shield. So now you two see a skeleton and a larger creature coming your way. Next up is Hap. Hap, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do a headshot for our big boy.
Headshot for
Take him out, take him out.
You could already tell he's pretty fucked up, so go ahead and roll an attack.
$11.
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn it.
So you fire off your arrow, and it just goes like straight over its shoulder. It still doesn't get closer yet, but you don't quite hit with the arrow.
Damn it.
I imagine you probably want to hold your dragon's breath for not only when it gets closer, but when you don't have a wooden box in your way, huh?
Agreed. Yeah, no.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. You can hold a bonus action if you want. So you can hold another attack when they get closer.
Yeah, I'll
If
hold a
it's a
breath
bonus.
attack then.
You're gonna what?
I'll hold a breath attack then.
Okay. You'll hold a breath attack with breath shape. And next up is Blackston. Blackston, it is your turn. You're seeing everyone go towards this door. You realize that someone's stealthy maneuver didn't quite work as well, and you have limited time to react before they're all going to swarm that door. You have a feeling they probably don't see the other two that are in the back.
I'm going. Wait, could you repeat that again? Sorry, I wasn't quite paying attention.
Okay. The monsters are now moving towards this other door over here. You realize that your friend's attacks have gone noticed. A skeleton and a larger creature already go in their way. You have a feeling they probably don't see the other ones that are in the back.
I'm gonna throw a rock or a brick at the revenant.
Oh, okay. Roll an attack roll.
Yeah, 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I keep covering up my monster page here. A 16 hits. Roll 1d4 for damage.
Three.
3? You do 3 damage to the Revenant. And it's now got its attention facing towards you. And in fact, it even roars at you. And it's going to coordinate with the other monsters that are in this room. And it's gonna direct its attention towards you. So these other creatures, there's 2 running this way. They seem to be more focused over here. Now the Revenant has roared.
Zura.
You have managed to aggro the enemy.
Okay, what's coming our way?
They can't move yet because it's not their turn, but these insects and these 2 dudes. Way back here. Here, let me get closer. I realize it's a lot smaller for you.
Yeah, you guys get the small fry.
So these things are heading your way. And the Revenant is now looking directly at you guys.
Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna throw another brick.
Bonus action, throw brick.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4 for an attack. You throw another brick at it, and it doesn't hit it. A brick just goes past it. And to anybody else, it would probably seem really comical that you just throw a brick and the Revenant just kind of like looks at it as it flies past them and bounces off the ground. And they just look at you, and it's like, you can tell if they were to speak to you, they'd be like, "Bro, dude, come on."
Use your gun next time.
Bruh.
Okay.
Bruh, stop it.
Reyes, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Zura.
I am to stand on the big guy heading towards Hap and Jean.
You're gonna cast what?
Command.
Oh,
Shit.
on the big dude?
Yeah.
Alright, you're in the doorway now, so that you can get line of sight. Do you have that spell card in front of you?
Yes. I speak a one-word command to a creature I see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall.
Well, this thing isn't that wise.
Is approach.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Rolling wisdom. What's the DC?
I spell
Isn't he
DC.
currently on fire too?
You did not manage to catch him on fire with your fire arrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Guys, leave Zara alone.
I cannot remember my spell DC.
Does a 7 beat that spell DC? Probably not.
probably not. The
Probably
minimum
not.
is 10.
Okay.
Yep.
So
No, probably not.
You cast command. You say approach. It's now looking towards you, and it's not its turn yet, so you're not quite sure how well it takes, but it's looking at you now.
What do you
Next up-
use to cast spells?
Oh, nifty.
Wisdom or
I believe a paladin. It's
charisma?
Charisma.
Yeah,
Or luck.
charisma too. It's about talking to your god, so it's 10 plus your charisma modifier.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Plus proficiency, I think. I think that's the
Yeah.
spell save.
So that's the fun part. So actually, it's the two-legged monsters. It's their go. You told this one to approach. It is now walking towards you, but it's only going to get about this far with its movement speed, and it just walks right for you. These creatures, also same thing, single-mindedly, they are just walking towards you. You guys are about to have a lot of attention.
Wonderful. I only brought 2 over. And you just brought over the rest of them. Thanks.
Welcome.
Now that it's close to you, though, Reyes, you can tell that the big one is already pretty fucked up. Like he's probably doesn't have too much left to him. That was 5, 6. Next up is Zavalor. Zavalor, it's your turn.
Quick question.
Yes.
The darts say 1d4 piercing plus 3. That means I add 3 damage to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can see out the door, right?
You can. Reyes is in the door over here, but you can. Oops. Accidentally went to their point of view. But you can come over here and see through the door too.
I'm going to throw a dart at the big man.
Okay. Roll an attack.
17.
17 hits. Roll your damage. Music's still going.
That will be a 5.
A 5. You throw your dart at it, and you hit him square in the face, and he just immediately keels over. It's like he's just walking. He's just
Good shot.
Good job.
And just keels over.
Ooh, that's a good death animation.
You
Yeah,
redeemed
it's pretty
yourself.
good. Can I just say this program is pretty rad? It's
Yeah,
really
I've never seen anything like this. And
my favorite function of this, because there's a lot of D&D different kinds of stuff going on, especially like tabletop simulator and stuff like that. This game has a system designed around dice rules, so I have my own dice tray, and that's just the coolest shit. I actually haven't seen any other D&D program do that. So,
do you know if you can upload your own?
yeah, I can create my own dice. If you said monsters because you cut off in your last word, no. I could.
Oh, I
create
said models. Can you
models.
upload your own models?
I would have to contact the person who's making this game because it's still in early access. There's a lot of creatures that aren't on this list, but hopefully, making these videos, we can draw attention to YAG, yet another board game. They make amazing. Their program's amazing. So
Yeah, because I was wondering if like, because I've got like 3D model friends, if I could like pull together and they could model their character and
yes,
throw them in.
holy shit, it's compatible. It's just the Unreal Engine, so it's compatible with most.
Oh yeah, that's not hard at all.
3D modeling software if they want to do that. I would
I'll
love
see.
that a lot because right now my Centaur guy in the first game can't equip weapons.
All right.
Also, there's no wolf, guys.
Yeah, there's no wolf race. There's no Anthros. So that was Zavalor's turn. Unless you want to spend your
That
bonus
was my
action.
action.
Yeah.
I was going to use a bonus action to throw another dart at the Revenant.
Okay. Roll an attack.
I forget, do I add my proficiency bonus to damage as well, or no?
Your proficiency bonus goes to damage. Your ability modifier goes to attack.
Okay. That will be a 16.
A 16 hits the Revenant. Roll damage.
4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9.
9 damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Cut off the head.
This is my new favorite thing to say to people that aren't like over level 5, but congratulations, you brought your monster down to 2 digits.
I hate that.
Wow. That's disconcerting.
Yeah. The idea that there was a 3-digit, no bueno.
But I mean, just so you're aware, I debuffed everything. Everything is debuffed appropriately. Don't be too
Thank
scared. Anyway, okay. So you hit the Revenant in his face. It's now very pissed off. Let's see who's next. Jean, you're next. The monster that was looking at you is now ran off in a different direction. You can't tell if it died, but you do hear it go and thud. You see two. You see the Revenant is paying attention to the other door. You haven't heard any gunfire yet. 2 monsters are walking over there. They're the smaller ones, and the skeleton is still heading straight for you.
Have I seen the bricks? Have I seen him throwing bricks?
You probably saw him throwing bricks.
Fantastic. Then I'm gonna use my last. I have nothing, and I'm gonna do bless, and I'm gonna cast bless on Hap, McNasty, and Lapsel.
Okay. Let me write that down real quick so I forget.
And now they all get a D4.
That's a plus D4. Yep.
All checks. Yep. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to prepare a crossbow, and I'm gonna aim it probably. Well, I'm gonna go for. Yeah, I'll just go for the skeleton.
You said that so confidently.
Okay.
Well, he's got like a magical shield. Yeah, I guess. Well, what else can I see? Is there anything in range?
In your range? No.
Yeah,
you don't see the guy to the right.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just aim at the skeleton.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's right at the edge of your range. So roll an attack.
Hey.
The skeleton. It's not moving very quickly, but it is pretty skinny, so it's gonna be a tad hard to hit.
That's a 13, so
13 just hits.
oof.
So roll damage.
That's 2. That's 5.
5. And you added your fire damage?
Yeah, that's a fire damage.
You shoot the skeleton, and you see it bring up its shield, but it didn't bring up the shield quite fast enough, and like
Too slow.
the shimmering that was going around it, you can tell now that what it was supposed to do was expand the shield, and your arrow from your crossbow, or your bolt from your crossbow, goes like right over it as it lifts it, and you hear it just go as you just bounce off of its collarbone. You fractured its collarbone, actually. It's not gonna be able to do gymnastics anymore. You ruined a class.
Hot.
Anyway, gloriously, McNasty is next.
McNasty, my boy.
Is there anything you want McNasty to do?
I don't know. It's up to him. Like, he's got all. I don't know. I guess I haven't talked to him.
He
can do whatever.
He doesn't want to climb over the boxes. So what he's gonna do
I
is
mean,
he's gonna hold an action in case something comes through.
Okay.
And then last are the creatures that rolled a nat 1. And they have no dexterity, so it's actually a nat 1 minus 1. So,
Oh my.
Oh,
Just paralyzed.
yeah, just paralyzed. It's the insects, the insectoids. And they're going to start moving this way. They're significantly slower. Now you, Jean, and Hap see the insects now going that way. By the way, you guys see that this guy isn't leaving the portal. Not you and not Hap and Jean. You guys don't see this guy yet. But those of you that are by this other door, you notice that everyone's going your way except for this guy and the Revenant. So the insects are going to start walking towards you guys. We're going to go back to the top of the order. And it's the Revenant who goes first.
Ruh-roh.
And the Revenant is a little pissed off that you hit it, and you hit it pretty good. And it's going to debate. Okay. How far away are you? Oh, you're just within range. Let me roll an attack real quick. It's going to bring up its right hand, the one with the hovering magic, with the magic in its right hand and everything. Cool. Zavlor, as you threw your darts and you see all the insects and the monsters start to go towards your ways, you kind of like feel a little bit in you of just being like, oh, geez, this is about to be a tough fight. And just as you're thinking that, an abyssal javelin just flies right in front of your face and just goes right past you, and it lands inside this room. And where it lands, you all see that like abyssal energy just like shattered glass effect just shatters upon impact. You dodged an abyssal attack. The skeleton now gets to go because the skeleton is summoned from the Revenant, and the skeleton's got to get closer.
No, stop it. Go away. I hate you.
The skeleton cannot hit you from where it is because of the box, so it's going to make an attack on the box. Enter now for your chance to be a part of the attack the box. You rolled a nat 20. So,
oh no.
We're going to do that image. Yep.
Goodbye, Box Chan.
It destroys the box. It hits it, and it hits it with just this incredible feverish thrust, and poof, it just shatters. However, you see that McNasty's attack that he was holding is about to spring off. If that skeleton takes one step into the archway, McNasty could attack. Hap, do you want to fire off? Even though you were next, do you want to fire off your held attack now? If you fire off your held attack, you get your attack back on your turn because you were waiting for your condition to be met.
Then yes.
Okay. You're going to use your breath. Are you going to use breath shape on it to focus it or anything?
I don't think I need to, seeing as I'm close enough that I should miss Jean.
Yeah, but for fun.
Why not?
You might as well.
This is true.
Okay, so since you use breath shape, you don't roll an attack. Roll damage and add 1d6 to your breath shape. Actually,
Okay.
roll 2d6 because your breath shape's going to light it on fire.
Mm.
Okay, so
Roll sanity real quick. It passed.
let's see. What do I use any modifiers?
It should be your proficiency with your dragon's breath. I don't know if you actually put that into your character sheet, but we're going to say that's going to be your
+2.
Yeah, probably +2. We'll just say +2 for now.
Okay.
We'll dig into your character
So
later.
2d6.
Mm-hmm.
2d6 and +2, that's a 12.
On top of the damage it would have done, 2d6 for lighting it on fire, plus the damage it does normally.
And normal damage is 1d6, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, at level 2.
Grand
the
total of
proficiency-
17.
Okay, you do 17 damage to the skeleton, and it freaks the fuck out. It tries to step into this doorway to come after you guys, and it's not okay.
I'm so juicy.
Hold on, let me light it on fire real quick.
But he doesn't have to share his food with us. That's stuff that he's not like that.
Let's just say the skeleton has realized the error of their ways. Oh, that's not on the skeleton at all.
Good.
There we go. And now it is your turn. So you get your bonus action back because the conditions were met for what you held, and you get to attack. Or you get to do what you want to do.
Sorry, my mic was off. I was sitting here talking, and
that happened.
let's see. I still have my bow in hand, but it's too close.
You can spend your bonus action to bring back out your weapons since they're weapons that you're proficient with.
Well, I could try to use another breath attack.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Let's do it.
Okay. Are you going to use breath shape?
Yeah, cause in case it brings up the shield, I want it to arch around the shield.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. You're going to ignore that AC bonus it got. Go ahead and roll an attack. Or no. You don't roll an attack with breath shape. Roll damage. It can't
And that's
stop your breath shape.
3d6
Yep.
plus 2. Hang on.
Have you guys figured out that I'm writing this entire story around weaknesses?
19.
19? Congratulations, you killed the skeleton. Just like,
Woohoo!
it didn't even have a chance to attack. You just took it out and it just falls into a pile.
You cremated him.
Oops.
He's gone. He's
Ow.
dust.
Hell
I'm gonna
yes.
pretend there's a skeleton there. I didn't mean to delete the skeleton. I meant to delete the fire.
He's not there anymore. He's cinders.
He's just supposed to be a pile
Woohoo!
of skeletons. Anyway.
A pile of ash.
A pile, yeah, probably. A bit of bone ash. Burning ash.
You need a
So,
It's a pile of skeletons.
pile of skeleton. Listen, I meant a pile of bones, okay? Pile of burnt bones.
I know.
For
Like doggy
for Lapsol, seeing how many monsters have turned their attention to the other party, I'm going to have Lapsol come up to the doorway and roar to specifically draw the attention of some of the closer ones.
Okay, roll intimidation with your cat's modifier, which should be a panther, correct? You made it a panther?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually have that stat.
What would that be?
So roll a d20 and tell me what it is. Let me grab my monster manual.
Okay. Got a 14.
14. Panther, you're in the back of this book. Giant goat. Giant octopus.
This is why Google.
Giant shark. Giant scorpion. Giant rat. Oops. I just dropped my camera gear. Okay.
Uh-oh.
For intimidation, we're gonna say that is a +2. So you roll 14.
Wouldn't it be
16.
-2?
Yeah. So okay. So it comes up to 16. It roars, and you have caught the attention of these 3 things. You also, for your cat's eye, notice you caught the attention of another creature over here. So you now have the attention of 4 of them, while they maintain the attention of one of the creatures and the revenant.
Again, Laps will use a bonus action to back out of the doorway.
Yeah, well, they didn't use their full movement, so they don't have to use their bonus action to back out of the doorway.
Okay, awesome.
No cats fly. Oh,
And I can communicate to the group through Lapsel that there is one more to the left.
They see it.
Alright.
Now we can see it, the one that was over by the portal.
Yes, you saw the one over here.
Okay.
The other group already saw it.
Okay.
Let me see. I want to see if something happens. Hold on. I want to see something. Nope. Okay. I thought maybe the cat had I thought the cat had an animation for flying. So everyone else
The
does.
box curse.
Okay. Now we're on to 3. Blastin', it is your turn. You don't have to worry about being tight anymore.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about. Shoot, Revenant.
Okay, you're gonna have to come out to the door because the doorway is now difficult terrain. Do you want to come out into the open?
No. Dang it. Okay.
You can squeeze past. You can like get into that doorway, but as soon as you're into that doorway, you're going to be hindering Reyes a lot. Reyes will have to travel through you to do anything. Reyes does go after you. You can also hold your action. You could or hold your turn. You can hold your entire turn and be like, "Hey, out of my way, please." And someone can move for you. Reyes is next, and if you ask Reyes, she may move for you, and then you can go after Reyes, and it'll change the initiative order a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to do that? All right,
Yep.
Reyes, it's actually your turn.
Okay, I'll step out of the room
Okay.
entirely. I throw my dagger at one of those bug dudes.
At one of the insects. Okay, roll an attack.
Who are conveniently distracted.
15?
Yes.
I mean, as long as it's a teen, it doesn't matter. Their AC for the insects are 9 because they're so weak. Okay, roll damage for your dagger.
4.
4? You pierce. Which one are you attacking?
The front one.
You puncture into its side and it fucking hurt. It's just. And then it's now coming back towards you. Any other actions?
That's it.
Okay. Blasted, now it is your turn.
I'm gonna go through the doorway.
Oh, now you. Okay. How far?
Just outside.
Okay, just outside the doorway.
And I'm gonna shoot the Revenant.
Okay, roll an attack, please.
Where's my 20? Rolled a 17.
A 17 hits. Roll damage.
Four.
That's it? Okay. Well, your gun explodes with an electric arcane energy and just and shoots into it and does 4 damage to the Revenant. You are ambidextrous and you have your other hand if you want to do anything.
I am. I'm gonna throw the scythe at the insect that's coming towards us.
You're gonna throw your scythe.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. Roll an attack. Actually, no. Don't roll an attack. You're gonna throw it at the insect. Roll strength.
It's a D20, correct?
Yes. You're gonna roll your D20. Add your strength modifier.
Okay. That would be 20.
20 total.
Yeah.
Okay. You do hit. So roll your damage as Reyes over your left shoulder. You see Blackston fucking chuck his scythe and hit the insect.
I'm just looking at him like he's.
It looks really cool. And in fact, actually, Blackston, you give yourself as well as 20 PP. That's party points. That's out of game stuff. Because that probably looks really cool.
No, I'm pretty sure it means penis.
It doesn't. I'm not giving Blackston
It's penis
penis
points.
No.
We all know it. The more you have, the bigger you are. Don't censor us.
But size isn't all that matters.
You're right. You're right. The veins.
I literally, in my phone, have a note labeled PP points.
I'm gonna throw everybody for a loop here for a second because Luca had to say veins. Snickers has a boner vein.
So. Thanks.
Great. Can we get back to killing the monster? The less disturbing thing is the business that are trying to kill us.
What's your damage?
Oh, that was a 4.
Only 4? Okay. You throw your scythe, and you do another 4 damage to this creature, and it is on its last leg. You fucked it up pretty good with that. It's about to go. Okay. And next up is 4, 5 is the monsters. They get a chance to go. This one's still walking straight towards you, and it's going to get to about here on its movement. It has almost arrived. This one is walking towards you guys, and it's going to get to about right there before it's got its full movement. And you can see now this creature is going to get just into the doorway before McNasty gets to fire off his held action.
Oh yeah, McNasty, fuck him
So
up.
McNasty.
Oh shit, he disappeared.
He's in the.
McNasty, no! The monsters got him.
Just
I
Aw.
assume there's still boxes.
He went the way of the
boxes.
boxes.
Rest in box, my dude.
Wow! McNasty criticaled.
Ooh, and he gets blood. So,
Yeah. A longsword is just a d6. So we're going to roll a d6, double it, and add proficiency. Okay, so that is 10
McNasty needs a theme song.
plus 2.
Should get the blast.
So he's gonna do 12 damage.
No.
12 damage as he swings down with his sword, and just like as soon as it comes in, he just swings. It goes just like carved into it, and it's shocked, it's startled, it's like, what the fuck? Because it remembers these guys getting captured, and it just and like makes that noise at him, and McNasty actually kind of like looks over his shoulder at you, Jean, and he's like in his eyes, he's like, "Am I doing good?"
For the queen!
What's the blood situation?
It's old blood. It doesn't look like normal blood, so you can tell yourself it's zombie goo. Will that still mess you up?
Does it smell like?
He smells like a
Zombie?
stink bug.
Rotting flesh?
Like a stink bug.
I don't. I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll see.
So that was.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Zavalor, you are now up.
Okay. I am going to approach the undead before us, and I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay. You make a leaping punch. Roll an attack.
17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
I will attempt
cool
to
right now.
activate my power fists.
Shit. How many times have you used that? You've used that.
This will be my third time,
Okay. All right. Cool.
and that is a 4.
Okay. You do 4 damage. Someone did. Did someone hurt it already? Hurt this one? No, it's the other one that got hurt. Okay. The other one got 12. This one got. Let me write this. I'm writing this down. I'm trying to keep track. Okay. And that one has.
Just for future reference, is there a spear in the room with us?
A
Or
spear?
did the spear shatter from the Revenant's attack?
No,
The
it was
demon
abyssal
spear.
energy. It wasn't an actual spear.
Ah, okay.
It was like they channeled abyssal energy itself and chucked it into the room, and it shattered upon impact. Okay.
An evil Kagome.
Yeah, your bracelet's still activated, and you punched it in the face. And it didn't like that. It was like, and it like is making goofy motions towards you. It has now recognized you as a worthwhile opponent. Do you want to do it a bonus attack?
I am going to bonus attack with my staff.
Okay. Roll an attack lead.
That is a 22.
22 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Give me a second. Need to how much what did I roll? 1d6. That is a 4 again.
All right, another 4 damage. So after you just punch in the face, it's like you hit it again. You hit it like right in the clavicle area with your staff, and it feels goofy because when you hit it, there's a little bit of give, and it's like hitting something softer than it should be. And yeah, you hurt for another 4 damage. It's not
Squelchy.
It's not looking super fucked up, but it's definitely looking like it's already taken a good number of hits. Next up is Jean.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, that dude's still alive. I guess I will. I guess I'll just pew him. I'm just gonna, I'll just crossbow bolt him.
Okay.
Gonna hit.
Don't forget your additional 1d6 for fire.
Oh no, it's not gonna hit. I got it.
You got what?
I got an 8.
Yeah, an 8's not enough to hit it. You fire, and it's like after seeing the goo that came out of him, at first you were expecting there to be blood, and you were bracing yourself to see blood, but instead, this weird gooey stuff came out. And you're like, what the fuck? And like as that happens, you shoot right over its shoulder. It doesn't hit it.
It happened.
Anything else?
I'll put away my crossbow because ultimately I'm not getting good ammo anymore, and I'm just gonna whip out.
What are you whipping out?
I think my quarterstaff.
Okay.
I don't have a rapier.
All right, you whip out your quarterstaff. Which will put a McNasty up next. McNasty has bless.
Yeah.
And
Everybody has bless for up to a minute.
And he's going to swipe at the monster again. All right, bless is an additional d4, correct?
Yep.
Lucky son of a bitch. He barely hits.
That's my boy.
He swings down and he hits it one more time. And he does 4 damage. And pierces it straight in the middle. This time, instead of going for slash, he goes for a stab and he thrusts forward into it. Oh, fuck. I dropped my dice tray. And he thrusts forward and he pierces right through it, straight through the nipple, and just goes right into it.
And that's why you don't get your nipples pierced at Claire.
I actually know someone who had a nipple piercing ripped out of them.
It's really common.
Yeah.
So is belly button piercing. Those rip out so easy.
I imagine the belly button one is less damaging because nipple tissue doesn't heal back the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is the insects. The insectoids.
Ugh.
All right. The other one doesn't get into an attacking range, but this one does. This one is close enough to come at you, Zavalor, and it's going to make an attack. And it's going to try to attack you with its pincers that are currently caressing your face, it looks like.
That's not dirty.
He's so soft.
Oh, his face is in your crotch. I'm moving back.
That's what all those PP points are for.
I didn't like that. I also don't like that you're at perfect height for the monster. Everything is not okay with this.
So it's that kind of dungeon.
No.
That thought never once crossed my mind until now.
I'm in this Facebook group called Jokes on You, I Fuck Monsters, and it has forever corrupted me. I'll never be able to get something.
Imagine if he had a natural bite attack.
I mean, technically he does. But I removed this creature's bonus actions for that. It does a 12 hit.
It does not.
Okay, it swings at you with its pincers, and it just goes like right past you. You're like, oh Jesus, buy me dinner first. And it's right in front of you. You now have both the monster and the insectoids in front of you. And that is the end of the order, so we're now back at the top. The very first is the Revenant. Revenant gets to go. Revenant is going to actually take one step forward. And you see...
One leaping stride.
Yeah. You actually see from its hand, it's going to summon an arcane whip out of it, and it's going to whip it at you two in the back. Whip it!
It's already kinky enough.
Oh my god.
We make one
Is it a cat of nine tails?
joke, and suddenly everything devolves.
Yeah, we're all monster fuckers.
I
Like,
mean-
what did you expect us to do?
I'm gonna remove the debuff from this whip so I can make this way cooler. Just give me 1 second. Perfect. Okay.
Oh no, that's not good.
It throws arcane whip back, and you actually see it like bring its hand back to whip. And Blackston, you take like 1 step back as this whip comes down, and Reyes, you bring up your mirror shield. This creature rolled under a 4 for its attack, and you bring up your mirror shield, and the whip cranes against the mirror shield. And instead of you taking 13 damage, the Revenant takes 13 damage.
Ooh,
Ooh.
spicy.
Ooh.
Tasty.
And that's what happens when a creature rolls under 4.
That's one spicy meatball.
Yeah, and the skeleton's dead, so it doesn't have anything else to command at the moment. And it whips at you and it bounces off of that mirror shield of yours, and it's already upset. And when that happens, it's like, oh, fucking what the fuck? And it's off put. It's angry and it wants to fuck someone up. It's a little pissed off.
Ooh.
It's going to move. It sees what's going to happen to its monsters and insects here in a second. So it's going to move back towards the door. And it's pretty much just going to wait for you guys to approach this point. Okay, next up. I keep moving the sheet, so I keep having to find it every time I use it. Hap, it is your turn.
All right.
You have a monster and an insectoid in front of your door. You have another monster around the corner.
Can I step forward out of the group so that I'm closer and use a conical attack to hit both?
You could use a breath attack to hit all 3 of them.
Do
If
it.
you
Ooh.
move
Yes.
yourself in between. Okay. Not there. I'm going to move you out of the way just a little bit so I can get you.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, stop. Is there a box up here? What is happening? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's that box that you.
The mystical boxes.
Okay, so you're going to move into the doorway in front of Jean. This doorway is now considered difficult terrain. 2 people are in it, and you're going to breath shape. So since you do breath shape, you don't roll an attack. I want you to... 1 sec. I'm missing this creature's health right now. Okay. I want you to roll your damage and tell me what it is, and you're going to distribute it across all 3 of them.
Right. Reading a D4 is interesting. Okay, here we go.
Why are you rolling D4s?
Bless.
Oh. You don't add bless to damage. Bless is attack
Oh,
rolls,
right.
abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
10.
10 damage?
Yes.
Ow. Okay, so you do 10 damage. This creature in front of you dies. Oh, come here. Jesus. The creature in the doorway dies out from taking the fire. These guys... are already fucked up from your fire.
We're doing so good.
And if that's not enough, this creature here is weak to fire, which I may remind you guys is something you already witnessed from a different creature in this dungeon, and it's going to take a little extra.
We also lit one of these on fire earlier.
Yep, that's
Wow,
what he's
you just
referring
outright
to.
kill it in one breath.
Fantastic. Oh,
Woohoo!
Ooh, a little snacky snack for later.
What's left is this creature who didn't seem to be as weak to the fire, but still took a pretty good brunt of it, and it's standing here just staring at you, and it seems to only just have like keep attack until it dies kind of mentality.
Yay.
Next up.
All right, so
Cap.
Lapsel.
Oh shit, that's right. You have a cat.
Yes.
A blessed cat.
A blessed cat, yes. Is gonna come out and swipe at our zombie.
Okay. Panthers get.
Just tell me what to roll.
Roll a d20 for an attack roll. I'm trying to see if Panthers get to attack twice with their claws.
So roll to 13.
It can pounce if it's moving 20 feet.
It can pounce, but I don't think there's too much of a point to
That's fair.
pin this creature because it doesn't have that much health left anyways. What'd you roll?
13
13
for the
just
attack.
hits. I really feel like Panthers would be able to attack twice with a claw, much like the same way you attack with your daggers. Like you're not ambidextrous, but you have 2 daggers. So why don't you roll 2d4 plus 2?
2d4.
Doesn't make any sense why a panther would only be able to swipe once in 6 seconds.
8.
Oh my fucking god!
We're tearing it up. Maybe
That was its exact
maybe-
health. This panther blasts out this creature.
Go Lapsel. That's a good key.
God.
And just tears it up with its claws. I mean, for real though, like, has anybody seen a house cat play with a toy? It gets several swipes in within 6 seconds. I don't understand why the book doesn't say they can attack twice with its claws in 6 seconds. A bite
Bigger,
makes sense.
slower. I don't know.
Cats are vicious.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I attacked my last
Yeah.
party with a jaguar until I'm going to use panther stats, and I thought that was weird. 3/3 is Reyes.
What's...
What?
Quick question.
Yeah.
What is my maximum range for my breath attack?
Okay, so
something I need to
your
write down.
fire breath can go up to 40 feet, if I remember correctly, when we homebrewed this, due to your race. Is this character have a butt crack? No, okay.
Don't be looking at my crack. Bro!
Like from this angle.
Bro!
That crack is private.
I mean-
sorry, I was distracted for a slight second. I
Such
thought
a
that was weird.
pervy DM.
No, that's not. No, okay, listen.
He's whipping us. He's giving us pictures.
Dude,
There's
Right?
that
Whipping
is...
us.
There is
Just,
That is your
According to the
sister's
adventure-
avatar's
We're in a
crack.
dungeon.
Quit
there
looking
is
at
a
my
bat
crack.
tramp stamp. This character has a bat tramp stamp.
Okay, now that's
hanging on their
bitchin'.
Yeah, no, it's there to protect it. Pervy DMs like you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jean.
That's not. It wasn't being pervy. I just thought I saw a butt crack, and I was about to be like, "Wow, the person that that doesn't make me pervert for seeing it. That is the children of a pervert putting on the model." Okay.
Makes you a perv for looking at your sister's butt.
I wasn't looking at. It wasn't. It's not my sister. Hap is not my sister.
Just your sister's avatar.
Good lord.
Okay.
It's 40,
Anyway.
It's 40 feet for your breath, and you can push it all the way out to 100 if you cone it with fire shape. And you can bring it down to about 10 feet if you want to encapsulate a 10-foot by 10-foot square area. Or no,
We should do that on
a
the
20
Revenant.
foot by
Okay.
20 foot square area. But
That'd
it
be
has to be
pretty
within
sexy.
I've
10
got a
feet of you.
plan. I've got a plan.
I say we just see this motherfucker.
I was gonna say, the other party, make sure to piss it off real good so that I can come up behind it.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a good idea.
You don't really have the opportunity to vocalize that, so they won't know. But
I
you have
know.
a feeling that because you saw it do the arcane whip, that is pretty pissed off at them as is. Reyes, it is your turn.
And everybody over there can see that a bunch of monsters just
got
died
torched.
in
Yeah.
a fiery blaze.
I'm going to move to Blackson? Question mark.
This is
I don't even.
Blackson.
I don't know anymore.
Blackson is with the
Blackson.
side.
Okay, is it Xavier?
Okay, you're gonna move to Zavalor.
Yes. Zavlar. And I'm going to swipe at the insect dude with my sword.
Okay, roll an attack.
That was 9.
9 just hits. These things are weak as fuck. Roll damage.
6.
6 damage. This is the one that still, yeah. This one also still has a scythe sticking out of it, and when you swipe down in the same area as the scythe. Yes. Yes. So you swipe down in the same area as a scythe, and with 6 damage, you kill it. It goes down.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else? Do you have any bonus actions you would like to do?
I think I'm going to cast Shield of Faith
Okay.
on Zabler.
The Zavalor, you now have a +2 to your AC.
Sweet.
Juicy.
Next up is Blackston. Blackston, your side is sticking in this insectoid to the right, just or to the left on you guys because it's reversed. You to use your scythe, you would have to go pick it up, but it won't cost any like bonus action or anything to pull it out because it's already you have your hand free to grab it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do something kind of off the wall here.
Okay.
I'm going to put the gun away, and then I'm going to get down on all fours and do a running bite at this dude's face.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! All right. Roll an attack.
Nat 20.
Damn, dog! You just drop your
Bitchin'.
gun, or like you don't drop it. You put it in a holster on your back, and you guys just see this human-sized anthro canine just drop all fours and just run up and just bite this guy straight in the neck. Roll damage.
$12.
That was the health it had left. So you
And
bite
just
into
rip out its throat.
Yeah, you bite into this juggler and just rip his throat out,
Bitchin'.
which is missing as
Fuck
is.
yeah.
And you guys just hear
Oh,
like,
this-
a collection of snarling as Blackston just rips this fucker a new one just down and out. Okay.
Not gonna lie, that was baller as fuck.
On the battlefield. Yep, all that's left on the battlefield is a revenant. Next up is the monsters, which are dead. So next up is Zavalor.
What size does the Revenant fall under?
Revenant falls under large.
Would I need to use an action to teleport?
It soaks up a bonus action. If you're going to try and go outside your movement range or through walls, your DC is higher, if you remember. So you can use your bonus action to use your teleport.
Is it within 40 feet?
The Revenant? Yes.
Alright. I'm going to use my bonus action to attempt to teleport behind it.
Roll Constitution check.
That is 19.
You pass, and you teleport directly behind it.
I'd like to attempt to grapple it.
Okay.
Well.
Are you
All
trying
right.
to like when you grapple it? Are you trying to hold on? Or are you trying to like subdue it?
Subdue.
Okay.
You're
You're
so
gonna try
tiny.
to judo this bitch 4 times your size.
Okay,
just gonna end up
so I'm
piggyback
assuming
riding.
You're gonna go in for
Do
like
it.
a head grab when
We
you
believe in you.
with like a net grab, like the headlock when you teleport.
Yeah.
Yes.
The monk is a brat.
So it's gonna
Just-
be a strength contest to see if the revenant throws you off. Just gonna warn you ahead of time. This is this creature's strong suit. So roll
shit.
strength.
He just grabs around the like ankle and is just like, no, don't move. Stop it. He's just holding on
Nat
and it's like
20.
dragging him.
Are you fucking
Oh!
serious?
God, we're tearing it up.
Jesus.
This is going so well.
In
Oh
this
my God.
dungeon, the monk is a brat.
I gotta set up my phone. I should be getting a phone call in a second. Okay, so you put this creature in a headlock, and it's still able to move because it's a lot bigger than you, and you weren't really able to like bring it down to the ground. But it's unable
Ooh,
to.
piggyback.
It's unable to attack because it's distracted by you putting it in a headlock. Actually,
Let's
I'm gonna
do it.
test something.
Oh my God.
Piggyback.
Piggyback ride.
Nope, it doesn't work. You can't custom
Oh.
mounts.
Aw.
That'd be a cool thing in the future. Is create custom mounts. Anyway,
Piggybacking the Dom, trying to choke him out.
the revenant is now no longer able to attack. You guys see Zavalor teleport in like this crazy like crystalline flourish, just disappear from where he was and appear right over the revenant's shoulder and puts the revenant into a headlock, and the revenant drops the bone sword at its feet, and it's now like holding on to Zavalor, trying to break free from him. All right, next up. From Zavalor is gonna be Jean. You watch all this happen from way over here.
How far away are they?
They're if you were to try and get up close, it would take your full turn. They're well above 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna run in there. We're just gonna Viva la Revolution it. Going in.
Hell yes.
Okay, that's the extent of your motion. If you want to go further, they're right there. If you want to go further, it's gonna soak up an action or a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just use my action to dash. That's fine.
Okay.
And I want to get well. Does that if Zavlar's grappling it and I get on the opposite square, does that count as flanking or because he's
All attacks
You know what I
are gonna
mean?
be at advantage while it's being grappled. You can't
anyways?
attack back.
Oh, great. Okay, then I'm just gonna get right up in that business.
Okay. I'm picturing like this giant revenant like being grappled, and everyone's just like punching its kneecaps, and it's like, oh, stop.
I'm telling you, we're gonna Caesar it. Whip out our dash. We're mixing a salad.
We're mixing this. I do not want to toss this new revenant salad like my name's Romaine. Okay, it's not happening.
Time for me to take a drink of water.
He's not invested into this as you are, and kind of stops right about here when he realizes you're taking on the Revenant, and he's having second guesses about just bolting in.
That's fine. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it, and he's gonna be so impressed.
He's gonna start a cult just for you.
Nasty?
No, I would never.
Uh-huh.
The first person you're gonna have sex with in this game is going to be someone named Mick Nasty.
As God intended.
As God intended. As my God intended.
Oh my god. Anyway, interestingly, the next up would have been Insectoids, but they're gone now. So now it's the Revenant's turn. And Revenant's gonna try and get you off of it, Blackson. It's gonna spend its turn trying to throw you off.
I'm not over there.
I'm sorry, Zavalor.
So what do I roll?
It's Zavalor.
Just another strength check.
Yep, roll strength.
That is a 23 total.
Oh my god.
Jesus,
She
holy
can't quite
shit.
seem to get your grip off of her. And
Yeah.
and she's doing the thing where she's like tapping your arm to like see if it jukes you, but she can't seem to get you off. And she's just making steps back and forth, so it's not even really worth moving her at this point. All right, she is still unable to attack. She is restrained by Zavalor. Next up is Hap.
All right.
Eventually, with all these great rolls, I'm gonna roll a 1, and it's gonna
Oh yeah,
suck.
we're gonna get deep in the dungeon, and we're just all gonna fucking die.
Can I use my movement and my bonus action to get close enough?
For your race, we're gonna say yes.
Okay.
Joining the party.
And if we're gonna release,
I'm
these
gonna attack with my
episodes-
daggers.
If we're gonna release what I'm recording to everybody, like to the general public, I just gotta throw this out here. I am fudging so hard the distances on everything, and I'm leaning towards assisting my party the most, and I know I'm doing that. But the thing is that these tiles don't match up to the actual character sizes. Like everyone's
No, they
sizes are
don't.
fucking goofy. Look how small
Mhm.
Zavalor is. I can't fucking judge these hex tiles as each one of them being 5 feet. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm fudging it.
That is weird.
Okay, so 18 for attack.
You hit. What are you doing?
Attacking with my daggers.
Okay. Roll 2d6 for your daggers plus proficiency.
12.
Okay, you do 12 damage to it and just cut into its knees, and it's just like.
Hey, I might be able to reach a little higher than his knees.
Okay, thighs. Fine, your thighs.
Trying to reach that booty.
Oh.
You said 12?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, too bad my attack wasn't awesome enough to like
I mean,
take out the
did you,
tendons in the back of her knee.
did you roll with
Yeah.
advantage?
Oh, yeah, because you got blessed, but you don't get to add blessed to your. Oh, that's
Oh,
true,
no, I
yeah.
meant-
Not
it's
to damage.
restricted.
Did you roll?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you roll that attack at advantage?
No, I
You
didn't.
might get a
Roll
nat
again to
20.
see if you nat. See if you nat critical.
Alright. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, no, hold
Worth a
on.
shot.
Blessing doesn't bring it up to a natural critical.
Well, yeah.
I rolled a 19 the second time around, but that's without bless.
Yeah, but bless wouldn't
None
raise
of
it.
you are high enough level to consider 19 a critical.
All right.
But the good news is the health of this revenant is now the sex number.
Oh god, that's bad. But nice.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
so that was Hap. Reyes, you're now up.
Oh shit. You can't
But
breath
how
weapon it.
unfortunate. Yeah, well,
Not with Zavlar on its back.
true. I don't want to risk missing. But Lapsel should come join us.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. You're a fucking cat. I'm so sorry.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Poor kitty.
Let me see what the walking speed of a panther is.
It's a
Oh
cat.
yeah, it can
It
get
will
to this.
strut at its own pace.
If it's starting at its own pace, it goes like halfway and it's already having thoughts of like, they have this. Is that really what you want the cat to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, the cat is sassily just standing there watching you guys duking it out with the Revenant. Reyes, do you know what you're
Cleaning
doing?
zombie off of its claws.
Reyes, are you muted? We can't hear you.
Fuck, I was.
Sorry.
I'm the one who muted myself.
Yeah, but I should have told you earlier when you were like talking about your turn. It was like total silence, and it was just long enough of total silence for me to look back at the party chat because someone was asking me questions from the Friday game, and I was like, "What?" And then that was when I was like, "Oh, you had a cat." Anyways, it's your turn. What are you doing?
It's fine. I'm gonna run up and stab the bitch.
Okay.
I really hope it doesn't pull some demon shit and just nuke us. I
Okay,
don't.
roll an attack at advantage because it's restrained.
You rolled 2 7s.
You're just way too excited, and you're just like, haha, I'm gonna stab a bitch, and like you try to stab, and it's just the moment it's taking the step. So you put a hole in like a little tarp thing that she has hanging off of her hip, but it doesn't hit her. And I
Uh-oh,
know
you
it's
ripped her
not a
skirt.
fucking tarp. I just don't remember what it's called. I make up words when I don't know what it's called.
Loincloth?
Yeah, that. Thank you. Blackston, you're next.
Question, how far is it from me?
It's within your movement speed. Reyes was
Okay.
able to get to it, and Reyes has heavy armor on.
Is it going to cost me an action to get my scythe?
No, because it's just sticking out of the monster, and you're just gonna put it in your hand. You can just grab it and then move over.
Okay, so I'm going to get my scythe.
Are you two-handing it?
I'm going to one-hand it for now.
Oh, darn. Okay.
I mean, to each his own.
Just that sigh.
I'm assuming
There
you're
was an
attacking the
audible
Revenant.
sigh. Yeah, I'm gonna run at the Revenant and just like. Well, could I pick up the bone saw? Because you said he dropped it. You dropped it.
Oh yeah, it's not a bone saw; it's a bone sword.
Okay.
But you can pick it up
What?
too. You can put it in your other hand since you're one-handing the scythe and you're ambidextrous.
Yep, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, you're gonna attack
With its
it with
own sword.
Roll
That's badass.
Roll 2 different attacks at advantage. One's a
And
scythe.
here I was gonna grab it and chuck it.
Grab
I mean,
one with the scythe and one with the bone sword.
Let's just hope it's not cursed.
Okay.
Hold on one second, guys. Hey, you. Are you outside? Okay. Yep. Look behind you. There's a building with K1 on it. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Go and park along the side vehicle where you should see my car. I mean, it's it has brand new tires on it, so it's a little less shitty.
Nice. Finally got new tires.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Park along the
since it's
side
that
because you park in
plus
front of the building.
advantage, can I just like?
Okay.
Is that is
I'm gonna roll the person's attack real quick, and then I'm gonna come out and bring you in. Okay. See you in a minute. Laters. Okay.
okay? So when I roll for advantage, it's just another roll with a d20,
Yeah.
correct?
So every time you roll it, your attack at advantage, you're rolling in 2d20s, and you take the higher number.
Okay. Well, I got a 17 on the first roll, and then an 11 on the second.
Is that with your attack modifier?
Shit.
The scythe is going to be dex. You don't know what the bone. I'm just gonna tell you the bone sword is gonna be strength.
I have a. Where is it?
Okay, if
I
it
don't
could
think I
take you a second to research this, let me go get my guest real quick, and I'll be right
Okay.
We're fat now.
I mean, you still got both your action and your bonus action. I say you use action for scythe and bonus action for sword.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
I
are
have
you
a
looking
plus
at?
2 dexterity, and I don't think I have one for strength.
I'm gonna try and stabbing it in the face with a dart.
I really just want to like surround it and just stab it all at once, like child, like. Very.
I can't believe I actually successfully grappled this thing.
I can't believe it
Like-
either.
I think it's adorable.
I think, yeah, it's pretty amazing. Oh. I'm just like, what if there's something like worse though? You know what I mean? Like, the next room, it's just like a bigger demon.
I can't help but feel like this is the big boss of the dungeon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you say that, but he could always add something.
Yeah, like he added all those extra monsters in the
Yeah, because you thought that
Yeah.
would make it so much harder. But really well.
No, he added those extra monsters because we took a short rest and it gave the Revenant time to prepare for our attack.
Well, she didn't prepare very well.
Alright, I'm back. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, so it was a 19 and the 11 stays the same because I don't have strength enhancer.
Okay, so one is 19 and one is just straight 11?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're gonna use the higher number for your dex, or for the scythe.
Yes.
Okay, so you hit it with the scythe, and Roll damage for the scythe. 11 unfortunately does not hit the revenant with bone sword, so you swing the bone sword at it. But you do notice that when you swing this bone sword at it, it is afraid of being hit with it. It straight up dodges it. Like you swing the bone sword at it, it's like, oh fuck, and like picks up a leg to dodge out.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, you do 15 damage. No longer the scythe leader.
Oh, I was gonna say, the
Shame.
position formerly known as 69 will now be referred to as 96 because due to the economy, the cost of eating out has gone up.
Nice.
Boo.
Oh shit, that was good. That was good.
Hey Hap,
Why are you booing her? She's
Yes.
right.
Why are you booing me?
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
for telling probably the worst joke of this entire session, I want you to give yourself 60 pp.
Yes.
I think I did my
What do you mean
math right.
worst? Don't you mean best?
I mean,
It was amazing.
no comment. That was Laxton that went. Next up is the monsters who are dead. I'm just gonna cross them out.
It's the Revenant's turn, but they can't
No, it is
attack.
not.
It's my turn.
Oh, right. Oops.
It is
No,
Zavalor's
Zavalar.
turn.
I'm going to, while still choking it, am I allowed to make an attack?
You can make an attack with your offhand, but you only get one, so you don't get a bonus action.
I'm going to attempt to stab it in the face with one of my darts.
Oh my god, fucking savage! Roll an attack at
Nice.
advantage.
That will be 23.
Fuck, 23. Oh, to attack. Okay, roll damage. Yeah, I thought that was 23 damage. I was like, damn.
9.
Yeah, for being fucking savage, we're gonna say that you did 12 damage. Because you stab it in its face, and it's just very...
Did you get it right in the eye?
Yeah,
Eyeball
it's so
gone.
pissed off.
Decimated.
This camera's
It's the purple shirted eye stabber.
Look if you want. Okay, so that's gonna be...
Does that mean that the demon is now one-eyed person people eater?
Say that one more time. I didn't hear the full punchline.
It's a one-eyed one.
Well, it's not flying.
Well, it could if it wanted to. I bet you.
Actually,
It's
not
still a
this one.
purple people eater.
Okay, you guys are beating the shit out of this poor guy. Girl. John, it is your turn
Thanks.
since Avalar cannot move and doesn't get a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna whack the shit out of it.
Alright, whack the shit out of it. Roll an attack.
That's gonna be Does a 14 hit?
Yes, a 14 hits.
Great, cool. And quarterstaff D6 or D8?
If you're one-handing it, it's a D6. If you're two-handing it, it's a D8.
Oh, I'm two-handing it. Yeah, we're gonna. Ooh, that would be an 8.
Ooh,
So
plus proficiency.
that would be a 10.
Alright, you do 10 damage to it. Shit, I did my math wrong. This revenant is being choked out by someone a third its size, and it's unable to attack because it dropped its bone sword. It's just being choked out by someone who's like mysteriously stronger than it, and everyone is just being like, "Now get her!" Just like,
Get her!
just, like, attacking the shit out of it.
Come on, McNasty. Finish her off.
Yeah, it's nasty, sir. Oh, Mick Nasty's out of range. He did get more courage, though, and he's going to come up and stand with the cat.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up
Him
for
and the cat are
better
just
you.
having a little, like, He's just sitting there petting the cat.
Yeah, he's taking a break.
Rick Nasty deserves a break.
He's
He
been through a
did kill
lot.
that
Well,
skeleton.
it is
so, like,
now
And Laps will just soak up the attention.
as a cat would.
Yes.
So now it is we're back at the top of the order, and it's actually the Revenant's turn. And the Revenant's gonna spend its action trying to free itself one more time. Let me know what you roll
Okay,
for strength.
that's going to be a total of 16.
It won this time, and it manages to pry off your arms and throw you off of its shoulders, and you go back to the ground. You manage to land on your feet because it was a good struggle to get out of it, but it still wasted its action this turn. It's going to use a bonus action though and do something a bit scary. I need.
Oh no.
Who's right in front of it? Blackston?
damn it.
Blackston, I need you to roll a sanity check.
$19.
All right.
Ooh.
You only take 2 bits of damage as this black tendril comes from its arms, and it fucking freaky. It's got like the alien mouth, and it just latches onto your chest, and you just hear come from you as this revenant gains 5 health.
Shit.
Don't like that.
Well,
No.
I debuffed it. Calm down. You guys are beating the shit out of her fucking kneecaps. Lord. Okay. She can't. If she moves, every single one of you gets an attack of opportunity. So she's not going to.
Yeah, that's the point.
This would be a terrible idea. So next up is Hap. Hap, it's your turn.
okay. So,
Zalavor's not on him anymore. Do it. Roast him.
I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. Oh ho ho! Well, she's not gonna be happy.
Oh no. What'd you do?
I rolled the grand total of 20.
Fuck. That hurt.
So I'm going to scream blaze, aim my breath right between her feet, and create a vertical blast.
Create a vertical blast?
So, like she's engulfed in a tornado of flame.
Hey, guess what? I have an animation for that.
Ooh, very
Yes!
sexy.
Yes! I have been waiting for this moment.
Ooh.
Nice.
You spent an extra. Oh my god! You spent some extra time like focusing into that to make that column of fire. So if she makes it to her turn at the start of her turn, she's going to have to roll more damage because now she's on fire.
If she makes it.
Yeah, if she makes it, you fucked her up. That hurt. Everybody can see now, like, as she's in this torrent of fire that just like encapsulate her. Which, for the record, is not going to hurt you guys if you punch her, because it's focused on her. Yeah, that hurt. It is now Reyes' turn. Reyes, are you muted?
I'm gonna try and stab at her again.
Okay. Roll an attack and advantage. At first she's grappled. Now she's on fire.
I got a nat 20.
Guys, I think we're badass.
Oh my god.
I think we're like the best ever.
Watch the next few
You know
turns.
that the Friday team
Bad.
has 2 characters in their party that are bizarrely way too overpowered, and you guys are wrecking creatures more than they did.
Because we're gods.
Reyes, roll damage, double it, and add your proficiency.
Seven.
7 Total?
I want you to know that while I'm stabbing her, I'm like screaming at her, "We fucked your squad. We decimated them." Fuck.
We fucked your squad. Okay, after you stab her, she looks like she's on the last leg. She does not look good at all. She's really fucked up. Next up is going to be fuck, where was I? Blackston, it is your turn. You still have the bone sword and you have the scythe.
So I noticed that she doesn't want to be hit with the bone sword, so I'm going to put the scythe away and two-hand the bone sword.
Okay,
Ooh.
roll an attack with advantage. And add your strength modifier
I'm not gonna say
instead
anything.
of your dex.
I'll behave this round.
What would you do? What was it?
It's a 22.
That definitely hits. So here's something fun. You hit her with the bone sword, and I imagine you're carving up into her thigh. I'm gonna roll some damage on my end. I want you to roll 2d8.
You may add those numbers together.
Yes.
I rolled a 13.
Fuck, my own math got fucked up. Hold on. 17. Okay, so here's the thing. First off, I have one question for you. What's the last thing this creature sees?
What do you like?
I'm
It
asking
sees it's
you,
on
as the
fire.
player, describe how you
Oh.
This is your moment to shine. Shine.
Okay, so it sees this wolf character like doing a full on like because this sword is huge, right?
Yes, it is about
So
pretty
it's
much the size of your body.
so here it is. It's like I go into reach back and I'm doing a swing like a baseball bat, going right up and a huge toothy grin on my face.
Or you said you're swinging up? Are
Yeah,
you
well,
carving
like
into a cooch?
well-
That is a terrible way to kill somebody.
Like a baseball bat, so it's
Yeah.
diagonal.
Okay.
Kind of,
okay.
yeah.
You're looking up with a big old grin. Okay, so she looks down at you as she's on fire. She's patting herself and like trying to put herself out, but the fires won't seem to stop.
And screaming.
And like as you swing it and you hit her like right up in the upper thigh, instead of doing what was it, 13 damage? Right?
Yeah,
Instead
13.
of doing 13 damage, you did 27. Because when the bone sword carves into this woman, because she is an abyssal creature, she's an abyssal revenant, that you see her skin blacken and like fill her veins up. And you can see that before it even has a chance to spread throughout her whole body, she's already dead. Her heart like looks like it just disappeared from where it was inside her body, and her chest caves in, and her eyes roll straight to the back of her head. And you have killed the revenant.
Aye.
Woo!
Yes.
Dish out high fives to everybody.
That was pretty sexy. It's good.
Okay.
Have to do a really cool twirling of my blades as I put them away.
I have to.
Da 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 da
I
da.
have to finish this in 5 minutes. So if you guys want to investigate the room, investigate it now, or we're gonna do it in forum.
Do you want me to roll the perception check you always make me roll at the end of every session?
Well, I'm gonna do my thing.
That's not a perception. That was.
I want to look.
Zadalor, you were asking, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, but I forgot why.
It's because I do my thing.
Does it
Oh,
have anything to do with that one thing we talked about?
it's voluntary. I know it doesn't have anything to do with the one thing you want to talk about. You guys watch as Blackston goes around and goes to each individual body. It looks like he's looting, but it's not quite looting. Like, he's doing something a bit more complicated. You can voluntarily roll a perception check if you want to see what he's doing. If not,
You
I-
harvesting organs.
Rolled a perception of 23.
okay. You
I want to go
notice
check out
that-
the room.
You notice that Blackston is collecting blood.
I got 19. Oh, that's so gross.
Okay, you investigate this room. Right off the bat, there seems to be these crazy kegs that are around, but they don't seem to be full of like liquor because it doesn't smell like alcohol in this room whatsoever. You would actually
Hey,
like
that
it if it
potion.
did. Yep, there is a potion sitting here on this table, along with a alchemist like kind of study space, and there's a bookshelf with destroyed books just everywhere, like someone was going through the pages. They all
I'm very
look very
excited.
old.
Sweet.
Lit.
Gonna need to pocket the potion since that's probably what we were looking for.
Yep.
Do you want
I'm
to
gonna
check
follow
the
habit.
potion before you pocket it?
Yeah.
This potion, it is called the. Oh shit! Where are you? Okay, let me roll a d6 because it's up to 6 different potions.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not important like what it is important where it came from. Okay.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Oh, perfect. Sweet. You see on the label as you like investigate it, you're probably not brave enough to smell it or like open it or anything, but on the top of on the front of the cover of it, it says Anali's Lust. That is
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that.
ALI Anali's Lust.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in
A-N-
my pocket.
I'm gonna keep the bone sword.
Okay, you keep the
How do
bone
you
sword.
spell it?
ANALI, Anali's Lust. Anybody who sees the bottle can roll a religion check.
Got it. I'm following habit to that room.
Okay.
Jen.
I will also saunter over and roll my religion check.
Yeah, that's a 14.
Okay, this one's not hard.
19.
This one's not a difficult religion check. The DC is actually relatively low. Anali is god of the wild. And it's one of the new gods that happened from the event. Anali is pretty much on everybody's mind, along with the 7 new gods. And Anali is just is very luckied for because Anali is a wild person and really likes sex, but they're also genderless. They actually use a succubus in their chronological story to gain the power to be androgynous. They can be whatever gender they want.
Fascinating.
With functioning reproductive organs for what they want to be. So.
Ooh,
Mm.
Very horny.
kinky.
I'm gonna go look at the alchemist stuff.
Okay.
And the books as is part.
Roll an Arcana check.
Ooh, Arcana. Okay. Gonna be a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
You don't really notice too much about these books. They talk about a separate room in this castle that was dedicated to looking at curative properties of dark magic, which interests you. But besides that, there's not really a lot. But you do notice that there is a page with a giant emblem on it, and it's a red triangle inside a golden ring.
I guess I'll just grab the books for later. And how good is the alchemist? It's like what?
How good is the
quality?
what?
The quality of the alchemist. Guys.
How good is the alchemist table?
Yeah. Is
It's
it like?
gold.
Is it like?
It's not.
Okay. Well, I'll grab what I can.
Okay.
I might need it later.
I'm gonna say you have half of your alchemist kit because I remember you
Right.
looking at the list. You have half of it. You have old equipment, but like there's a lot of equipment in this on this alchemy table that's like not new enough. Oh shit, the combat music is still playing. Anyways, it's not new enough to be useful to you right now.
Okay. And how many books were on the shelf? Just
There's a lot.
well, I'll grab 4. That sounds reasonable.
Okay, so as you're grabbing them, the covers that you're looking at, a lot of them are in a different language. Did I write them down? I did not. All right, let's see if I remember. Who's ready to test my memory skills? As you go up to this bookshelf, you see that all of the covers are talking about the abyss. Most of them are, and talking about abyssal magic and whatever. There are 2 covers that stand out to you. One of them is Xavier's Journal, and the other one is all about succubus. All about succubi. Sorry, succubi and incubi is what it's called.
I'll grab the Xavier, and then the succubus one doesn't. Well,
Is there
Yeah, I'll
a
grab-
demon summoning for dummies book?
yeah, I'll grab. Yeah, I'll just grab those. So I guess Xavier's journal.
If
On
you
it, right?
recall, the demon that Xavier or Thomas was summoning was succubus. So the succubi and incubi book probably has that in there.
Okay.
Have we all just forgotten that Luke has a guest? Didn't it?
Yeah. Then anybody else needs to go? I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the rest of it in forum. I have to hurry up and get to a shoot in the Springs in Black Forest by 12:30. It's gonna be a tough drive. But I'll see you guys later. This is a good session. You all get 100 PP off the top. This was actually really good, and you guys are way too fucking good for what you do. It drives me up the wall. I thought this was gonna be a tough fight, and you guys just cleaned the room with almost no damage.
You know, to be fair though, if it was any harder,
Thanks.
we would have had to continue it next session.
This is true.
This is true.
I
worked
guess
well.
I really did balance it out really well. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright.
Good session. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll upload this video onto a drive so you can watch it back later. Cool?
So
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thank you.
All right, cool. All right, talk to you later.
Drive
Bye-bye.
safe.
I will do my best.
Bye. Bye.